Welcome to another Facebook Live. I'm Jono Proudfoot, and today I've got Gary Powers of Daily Dietitian here. Gary is here to talk to us about Daily Dietitian. This is how I get my supper delivered to me every day or every Thursday. Gary, why don't you tell us a little bit about Daily Dietitian and what you guys are up to?
Hi, Jono. Thanks for having us back. Dinner Club is something that's been born out of necessity.
What you guys are up to? Oh, hang on a second.
Thanks for having us back. Dinner Club is something that's been born out of necessity.
What? Hang on a second.
Dinner Club is something that's been born out of necessity.
What? Hang on a second. I think I'm streaming twice. This is hilarious. I'm streaming twice. Bear with me a second, people. This is hilarious. I'm streaming twice. There we go. Okay. Everyone, that was like the biggest fail in the history of the world.
A few technical errors, never hurt anyone.
Yeah. Let me just check that we've got all our screens right. There we go. Okay. So back to where we were. Okay, so what happened was I had the actual stream open on my other monitor, which I couldn't see. So we were all listening to and streaming at the same time. Alrighty, let's start again. Gary?
Thanks for having us back, John.
Tell us about Daily Dietitian. Before you start, just wait.
Yes.
There we go. Okay, now you can go.
So we're a healthy dietetic-based meal solution company. Obviously, with lockdown, times have been quite tough. So we came up with quite a different approach to a once-a-week semi-prepared meal box that we put together every week that we deliver on a Thursday. That's kind of a cross between delivering just ingredients and a fully prepared meal, where we've done sort of 60 to 70% of the prep for our clients at home. And as you're about to show us, we're just going to quickly finish our meal.
Cool. And you were saying earlier today when you dropped off that you've built up quite a repertoire at the moment. So what are some of the things that the listeners could actually order for their dinner club?
So last week was our biggest week we've done. We did crispy duck pancakes, which was our first cook along with you. We've done cauliflower and butternut gnocchi. We've done our crispy Korean chicken bao buns. We've done some pot stickers, which are very popular. I think so. We're in week 4 now, so week 5. So that's about it.
That's
this
right.
one, you've had them all. I think that's it. Yeah.
No, I think that's it. Cool.
And
so
tomorrow we'll launch next week's. Will be up on our Instagram, Facebook page, and on our website.
All right, cool. And I think someone's posted. If someone's watching, just post the link to the site. In this post, actually, in the copy of this post, there's a link to information on your site. And we may as well get started. So I've barely looked in the box. I opened it up and I saw that there was rocket. So for those of you who are at home and you're ready to cook, I've got a pot of water on. I've actually just turned it off because it was starting to reduce a little bit. I've got like a large pot. Let me just change the camera view here so you can see what I've got here. So I've got like a large pot and a medium pot. Don't worry about that. That's my microphone. And then I just got some bowls. And then I've got like a little microplane thingy here. This is like a little zester. but you can use the fine side of your grater as well if you want. But I'm going to leave it to you now, Gary. So
cool. So you probably just want to. The box is pretty full today, so we might need to unpack a few things.
Okay.
You've got two boxes. You've got a vegetarian ragu tonight. You've got a mushroom, spinach, and tomato ragu.
Yeah.
And then you've got gluten-free pasta, so gluten-free on request. Homemade fresh pasta.
Jeez. Do you make this yourselves, eh?
Everything's made ourselves.
Wow. Okay. So the pasta.
So we probably just want to start off by prepping our salad. So you've got your rockets, you've got a fennel bowl, the lemons for our gremolata just now, the orange we're going to use in our salad, parmesan for the pasta, and that should be a little red onion. And you've got salad dressing, some parsley, and a clove of garlic. Toasted. What's that? That's your almonds and some garlic.
Yeah. Okay. So cool. let's do this.
We can either start with the gremolata or salad. I'll let you choose whichever one you want.
Let's do the gremolata last. Yeah.
Cool. So salad, really quick and simple. Maybe start with the red onion, Jono, because we're going to treat that with some hot water.
Okay.
So you've got half a red onion that we just want to. It should be pretty much peeled. We just want to clean up.
Okay. When you say clean up.
We just want to very thinly slice that, and then pop it in a little bowl, and we're going to pour some hot water over it just to take that raw harshness of the onion away.
And is this like hot water from the tap or hot water like from the kettle?
To answer your question, depends on how hot you like your geyser. If it's really hot, you can definitely use the water out of the tap. Otherwise, just a little bit of water out of the kettle. But generally, out of the tap should be fine.
Okay. Yeah, my this little thing behind me is ridiculous. It's like it's a proper like kettle boiler. So I'm gonna be brave. Okay, and then we just sort of leave it like that, hey?
Yeah, we're gonna leave that for a couple of minutes just to take away that. So if you really like your red onion, you don't have to do this phase. It just softens that really harsh flavor. And
cool.
Your fennel we can do next. We basically want to slice it up into similar how you've just cut your onion. So nice thin slivers. Trim top and trim the bottom off a bit. And then you can also, if you'd like, take a little bit of the green stuff off, but you can also leave it on.
Yeah, like what happens if you eat these? That's cool, though.
Yeah, so that's, the little fronds there that you're picking off now is just what you'd buy as a fennel herb out of in a little punnet that you get at any supermarket.
Yeah. Cool. So I'm going to chuck that in.
You can chuck it in.
I don't know which bowl I'm going to use. We're going to have white pasta, so that'll go in the dark bowl, and then the light. Okay.
Perfect.
Okay, and you could do this on a microplate. A mandolin as well if you want.
A mandolin, yep, definitely.
I told you I was afraid of cutting my finger last week. Eh?
Yeah, you look like you've been practicing.
I'm getting my iron again after all of these lives. So what else do you guys do at Daily Dietitian?
So our full core focus before we came up with Dinner Club, we specialize in a full meal solution that's based on every individual. So we would take certain measurements from, let's use your example. We need a bit of information from you, your age, your height, your weight. We would calculate your calorie requirements, and we would design a meal specific for you, obviously taking in your own personal goals, whether it wants to be, if you're an athlete, whether you're training, whether you want to lose weight, whether you want to pick up weight. So we focus we have a lot of different clients. We have the general person who just wants to have a really healthy, balanced meal that's delicious and obviously freshly prepared. We also have quite a few clients who meet specific diets for specific reasons, be it medical, illnesses, recovering from operations. So we just try and put together a fully tailored meal solution for an individual.
And so if I was like, I mean, so for instance, like a lot of the people who are watching this might actually be on a keto diet and not have time to cook and whatever. Like, would you be able to cater for them?
Completely. So we cater across. Our main goal is to provide exactly what the client needs, and with any diet range that they would prefer. So keto, low carb, vegan, vegetarian. We also take its specifics into consideration. So if you don't like fish, you don't get fish. If you don't like aubergine, you don't get aubergine. We substitute it out of meals if those preferences do arise.
And so what is how similar is what you deliver to what we're doing now?
It's actually quite different. Logistically wise as well, the meals that we deliver are completely prepared. So there's no chopping, cutting. It is either eating it as it is at room temperature or cold, or sorry, John, before I carry on, we need to just, we're going to peel the orange with your knife, and then we're going to slice that.
Okay.
And that's when you go to your salad.
So peeling the orange before you carry on. I wonder if there's a nice smaller knife here. Are we doing like the segmenting of the orange? Is that what you said?
We are going to do segmenting. Because it was quite difficult to explain, but we're just going to peel it using a knife like you would, top and tail, and then we're going to take all the skin off, and then we're going to just cut it into nice little slices. Okay.
All right. So you were telling me so it's ready-made meals basically, but
it's ready-made, obviously ready-made fresh. Everything is portioned to exact calorie counts. So protein, starch, if you're having starch, if you're not having starch, we do replacements for low carb clients, and everything is weighed out exactly as required for that individual. And then obviously if there's certain elements that we need to replace because of particular preferences, we do that too. So we offer, it's a lunch, or either we have a half day, which is 1 meal and 1 snack, and a full day is 2 meals and 2 snacks. The only part that we don't really offer at the moment, purely because of a logistical point of view, is breakfast. But we are actually, we've been looking into that for the last couple of months, which we're probably going to start implementing. Obviously, a few things have had to change with what's happening around the world, but hopefully we'll be able to pick it up and get there again.
And then how does the package work? Is it a subscription? Do you pay per meal?
A subscription is probably the wrong word. It depends on the individual. We're quite flexible. You can do 3 days a week, 4 days a week, or 5 days a week. Some clients get every single meal they eat 7 days a week from us. Some clients get extra snacks from us. We are very flexible in what it does. We do offer discounts if you buy a longer package with us. So it's very flexible, and we try and cater across the spectrum.
That's lekker. Okay, what's next? So by the way, those of you who missed it, there's that is oranges and fennel in there. What else is in there? Oh, and we've done the onion in the water.
Onion, and we've also got the rocket that's going to go in there.
Okay. It's like, I love this stuff. Like, I'll never get meal kits, so this is like always unwrapping a Christmas present. Do I run a knife through this or just chuck it straight in?
You can chuck it straight in.
Okay, and then?
Okay, cool. And then we are going to, what do we do next? We can probably pop your ragu into a small pot to start heating up gently.
The what? Pop the ragu in the pot?
The ragu in the pot, yeah.
Okay, we're getting an interruption. I'm just letting you know. Sun's running for us. I can hear it.
It's the way of the modern parent these days when you're working from home.
Yeah. Okay, just putting my spatula together. So goodie. Probably take this back inside instead of leaving it out here. Okay. So, and this ragu looks proper, hey? This is like creamy, delicious tomato, veggies, the works. And we're going to put that on. So I'm just putting this on a gentle heat to warm through. Is that right?
Yeah. So obviously that's been reduced. Also for anyone at home, as well as the beef, it is quite a thick sauce. If you think it's a bit too thick, you can just put a drop of liquid, a little bit of water in just to thin it down.
Okay. Great. Cool. So that's warming, and now the gremolata.
The gremolata. So gremolata, obviously, as you know, it's a classic seasoning as a sense where it generally goes on something that's called ossobuco, but it works really well on most dishes actually. In your little bag that you're opening, we pre-chopped a bit of parsley for everyone, trying to save everyone some fingers. So it's parsley with lemon zest and crushed garlic that we mix together, and that will be sprinkled over your pasta when we're ready to go. Okay.
But it's chopped already. So
yeah.
Maybe I thought my bowl was going to be big enough, but it's actually not. So I'm going to put it in here.
That's perfect.
Okay, so parsley, and then garlic next.
Yeah, we can do garlic next. So we just want to give it a bit of a tap with your knife, and then chop it. We can.
Everyone has their way, hey?
Everyone has their way.
You want me to chop this, or do you want me to microplane it?
You've got your microplane, so let's make it nice and easy and use your microplane.
Okay, cool. So using my special graty thingy. Oh, I lost a few soldiers there. I'll have to come back. Wait. There we go. Take that off. And then... And for anyone who's watching this and they want to do a cook-along like this with me, I do a cook-along with my own recipe every Wednesday night. So you can join the Supper Heroes Facebook group. That's my little Facebook group. And every Friday evening, I post a new recipe or a bunch of ingredients, which gives you the weekend to go shop. And then on Wednesday night, we all cook it together. So last night, I made one of my favorite recipes, which is trincado. And next week, we're doing something with fish in partnership with the Abelobi app, which I'm very excited about. Okay, so now we've got lovely chopped garlic, parsley, and what's next?
We need to do some lemon zest, exactly.
Okay, so now again, we just zest the whole lemon, hey?
Yeah.
Okay, this is reduced. So I'll just take that right down. Let me just. Okay. Zesty lemon. I mean, I must say, like, you know, we do everything online, and all of our clients at Real Meal Revolution, like, their biggest complaint is actually that they don't have time to cook, and to actually, you know what the right foods are is one thing. And we're really good at telling people like what the right foods are to lose weight if you are insulin resistant. And like, I truly do believe it's carbohydrates. You know, if you get rid of those, geez, like it'll be so easy for you to lose weight. I think, you know, there are a few other things for different types of metabolisms, but
exactly,
for the most part, carbs do really make it difficult for you.
For sure. And I think another big thing is portion control. I think a lot of people, especially in South Africa, we tend to eat a lot more protein than what we should, and a lot more red meat than what we should.
Yeah. So a lot of people don't necessarily understand that, like, it's not a high protein diet. It's a low carb, like medium protein, moderate, or it's like reasonable amount of fat depending on your goals. But So having someone prepare these meals for you make a huge amount of difference. Okay, so now I'll just mix this around, hey?
Yeah, you see a little teaspoon, you can mix it around.
I didn't come loaded with my normal arsenal of weapons. Okay, so mix it around. So this is like, it adds this like spicy, fresh, peppery, like bitter, sour, lemon vibe. Super cool. Okay. So seasoning. I must say, when I make gremolata, I always cop out and I turn it into a bit of a dressing because
all works well.
This is proper. That's what you do, like when you're catering and you want to like spread the garlic and the parsley over like 30 dishes. You put in like a ton of olive oil and then you can just like spoon little suggestions of it over everything. Okay.
Cool.
Now, what's next?
So we probably want to get the pasta going because that's going to cook for 3 or 4 minutes, and then we just need to finish the salad, and we're ready to rock and roll.
Okay. I must just add, I don't know how you guys managed to make pasta this thin using gluten-free products. I mean, this is amazing. This is like really amazing. And those pancakes you made last week were also insane. Okay, so I'm just going to throw them in. I put salt in the water already.
Perfect.
Let's just go.
Cool. So then while that's happening, we just need to drain the onion, add that to the salad with the salad dressing.
Okay, so drain the onions. I suppose I'll just clean this bowl out. Do you want a little bit of water? Like, I mean, there's not a hell of a lot. They're not like super dry. Is that cool?
Yeah, that's cool.
Okay, onions. Put that last little bit in. And let's make sure we remember to throw away the onion water, because this is what the pasta is going into. Okay, now we're going to toss this thing and we're going to chuck the dressing on.
Yeah, you got a little tub of salad, a little mustard and herb salad dressing there.
Okay, let's grab this. Here we go. I didn't tell you, but on the first time, the first night when I made that slaw, for some reason my thing wouldn't open. And eventually I got my salad dressing open. And I got it all over myself. So now that I've practiced opening these things, I'm much better at not getting dirty. Okay. Yum. Okay. And then that's it here. Now I just toss it around.
Yeah, toss that around. Yeah, you can give it a nice season, a bit of salt and pepper. So multitasking.
Yeah. Just didn't want that to catch. Okay. And now we kind of, can I just get my hands in there?
Yeah, use your hands. We have them full.
Okay.
We all wash them enough times a day at the moment.
Geez, like I think my hands look about 60 and I'm only 35 because I've sanitized them to within an inch of their lives. I think like everyone from this generation is going to have like really old looking hands in like 30 years time because they had like 20 years worth of hand washing in the space of 6 months.
6 weeks, exactly.
6 weeks. Well, it's not over here.
No.
Okay, wow, this looks good, hey. Jeez.
I reckon your pasta's probably almost done.
Cool. Okay, that looks good. Look at that salad. That is proper. Okay. Okay, hands washed. Okay, now just tip it out into a colander. Do I test it?
Oh, yeah. Test it and make sure. I know sometimes the gluten-free tins might take a little bit longer, but it being fresh, it should be.
That is perfect. Okay. Okay, so my ragout's hot. It's reduced slightly. I've got my gremolata. My pot, I'm going to put it back in the pot, hey? Is that right?
Perfect. Yeah. So, I mean, it's up to you now. So you can either put your pasta into a bowl and top it with your ragout, or put it all back into the pot and toss it all around and then into your bowl and top it. It depends. Again, I think pasta is quite a particular, everyone has their own way, but I feel like you might want to mix it all together.
Bro, I like to mix it together because it's fair. There's nothing I hate more than getting shafted out of
a
some
nice pasta sauce. This is true.
or something. So I'm just gonna mix it. And then I'll put it into the bowl. But there we go.
Cool.
Yes. Okay. And then the final move. It's gonna be, look at that. That's flipping amazing. Okay. So tip it in.
At any point, if you ever feel like your pasta, for those who are at home, is looking a little bit dry, again, just add a tiny drop of water, and it's amazing how it loosens the sauce quite nicely and just gives it a bit of, makes it saucy, not so dry. Cool. So we just want to top that now with a bit of our gremolata, and then you've got also got some shaved parmesan there, and some roasted flaked almonds with some texture. I'm all about the texture.
Flavor, texture, and color. Hey? Those are the three pillars. Okay, so almonds, and the almonds go on this, not the salad. Hey?
It's all going to go eaten together, but you can do a little bit of each, or you make that call.
No, that's fine.
I can't quite remember what the recipe said, to be honest.
Well, let's throw an almond at the salad as well.
Yeah, just to make sure, because I know my wife's watching me. Probably not impressed.
Yeah, the divorce phone call later. Okay. And parmesan. Cool. There we go.
That's it.
And that is it. Okay, let me grab a fork because I'm going to try this. Really? Sorry. I swear, I was like, I'm so ready for this. But anyway, the knives and forks are somewhere else. So I had a teaspoon that I used somewhere. I've got to taste it.
The teaspoon's in the sink.
I'm going to go with a wooden spoon. There we go. Get some.
Oh, get in there.
Yeah, you really do need a fork for this.
Yeah.
There we go. Okay. I've got a little bit of pappardelle, some ragout, gremolata, and some nuts. Oh, that's so good. It really is good. Cool. Gary?
Well, thanks, Jono. Thanks for another week, and we'll see you same time next week.
Cool. And if you want to order for next week, what is the menu next week? Do you know?
We do. It's a surprise.
A surprise. Okay, so check out the menu tomorrow.
Yeah.
Follow the link in
tomorrow
this post.
morning, and it'll be up and running tomorrow morning, and orders will be open.
Very nice. Cool, man. Well, Gary, thanks very much for supporting us again. Have a lucky evening.
You too.
I will, man. Cheers.